Tonight, I want to tell you a story that has been passed down through many generations. A story that does not belong to any single land, but to the heart of every human being. A story about a quiet battle between light and shadow that takes place inside each of us. People call it something simple: the two wolves. Long ago, in a small village deep within an ancient pine forest, there lived a wise old grandfather with his young grandson. The old man had lived through many sorrows and losses, and he understood better than anyone that the storms inside a person can be far more powerful than the storms outside. One winter evening, while the wind howled around the house and the fire crackled brightly in the hearth, the boy sat beside his grandfather, his eyes filled with worry. "Grandpa," the boy asked softly, "why do I sometimes feel sad, angry, or jealous of my friends? I don't want to feel that way, but I don't know what to do." The grandfather placed a log into the fire. The orange glow flickered across his wrinkled face. Then he spoke slowly. "Because inside every person, my child, two wolves are fighting." The boy's eyes widened. "Two wolves?" The grandfather nodded. "One wolf is darkness. It is anger, jealousy, greed, fear, arrogance, and hatred. It wants to pull you down into despair. The other wolf is light. It carries kindness, compassion, truth, hope, peace, and love. And every single day, these two wolves fight inside your heart." The boy fell silent. The fire crackled softly, like the heartbeat of the small wooden house. Then he looked up and asked, "Grandpa, which wolf wins?" The old man smiled, a gentle, wise smile shaped by the many years behind him. "The wolf you feed." The boy frowned. "But how do I feed one wolf and not the other?" The grandfather looked at him lovingly and explained, "You feed the wolf of light when you choose kindness instead of anger, when you forgive instead of holding on to hatred, when you speak the truth even when it's hard, when you help someone without expecting anything in return. Every small good thought, every small good action is a piece of food for the good wolf in you." The boy nodded, but then asked anxiously, "And what about the dark wolf? How do I stop it from growing?" The grandfather gazed at the fire for a long, quiet moment. Then he answered, "You make it starve. When you refuse to be jealous, when you don't surrender to arrogance, when you don't drown in anger, when you don't blame others, and don't cling to bitterness, then the dark wolf weakens. No one can kill it completely, because it is also a part of us, but you can make it so weak that it can no longer lead you down the wrong path." Outside, snow began to fall gently. The room was warm and still, so quiet the boy could hear the crackling of the glowing embers. He looked at his grandfather, his eyes clearer than before. "So, every day I must choose which wolf to feed. Right, Grandpa?" The old man nodded proudly. "That's right. And it is the most important battle in life. Not the battle where you defeat others, but the one where you defeat yourself." The boy clenched his small fists, as if he had just understood something very important. Something his grandfather had wanted to teach him his whole life. From that day on, he began to observe his own thoughts more carefully. When anger rose inside him, he took a deep breath instead of acting on it. When jealousy appeared, he tried to feel happy for others. And when fear or sadness came, he whispered to himself, "Don't feed the dark wolf." He didn't always win, but each time he chose the light, he became a better version of himself. Many years later, when the boy had grown into a man, he understood a profound truth. The battle inside us has never been a battle between two strange wolves, but a battle between two possibilities within ourselves. If we feed the good, we become light. If we feed the darkness, we become shadow. But what is most beautiful is we always have a choice. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to Life Tune Stories and keep rising stronger, one story at a time.